Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Dragonheir video. I'd like to thank Dragonheir for sponsoring the video, and if you want to get involved, you can download right now using my link down below in the pinned comment or using the QR code. Yeah, Dragonheir, super cool game. It's actually on season 3 right now for me, but if you're starting today, you will be on season 1, and they're actually making a really cool change in the coming weeks in the next big patch. And this is something I need to highlight because actually it's a game changer for Dragonheir, especially for those players that are coming in right now. So as it is right now, we've got these Starlight summons. The summon details, basically, it's been something which I've just called out as pull them whenever you like. They're not involved in any of like the banners for the weekends. And basically, it's just a chance for you to grab some extra epics. And epics and rares in this game are used a ton. Okay, most of my teams through season 1 and 2 had at least 1 or 2 rares in it. I've still got rares in my teams now at season 3. And a lot of the support epics are really like the backbones of your team. So these Starlight summons have actually been just go for it and try and get yourself some epics. That changes now. Save your Starlight summons because they're actually going to add a chance to get a legendary champion from these summons. It's going to be a small chance, right? But that doesn't matter. You might as well just save them up and wait until that change happens and then pull them all. Like, they still, as far as I'm aware, will not be involved in like banner events and stuff like that, but still saving them and waiting for that chance to get a legendary from Starlight. I mean, you get a ton of these throughout the game, so you'll get yourself a decent chance to grab a legendary champion once it kind of like changes over. So we're going to go through where to find these beautiful summons, and I guess if you're season 1, like which would be the best legendaries that you could pull if you were to get them with the summons. So firstly, let's just go through some of the different areas that you can just be involved in day to day in the grind. And I would say, yeah, I mean, the commissions. So you get commissions every couple of days. You do get rewards from these, which give you your Starlight Stone Dice. So this is just something you should be doing anyway, because it's a good way to build your Journeyman XP, your Journey XP, and get your levels up. But yeah, this is a nice source of grabbing some Starlight summons. There's another area which I spoke about in a video recently anyway, which is something you should just be trying to stay on top of, which is the Fey Meander, and just building up your progress as you progress through the game. You get really good stuff here. When you get to like level 60, you get an epic anyway, and the epics through all seasons have actually been really solid. But you also get plenty of Starlight summons as well as Heliite dice and stuff as well. Like it's just generally a good source of stuff. But yeah, you'll get some summons in there. If you're a bit further on in the game, towards the end of a season, you also have the Pillar of Trials, where you can start to build up your summons as well. Similar sort of thing, really. This is a little bit more end game. I guess it's like the affinity specific dungeon. So you do need squads, you need teams to be able to do this. I'm getting close to the point where I can start to smash through some of these, but I tend to leave this until towards the end of the season when I've got a lot more heroes kind of leveled out and ready to go. Otherwise, there's areas like the Battle Pass, so the kind of like paid Battle Pass, things like daily check-ins. There's actually just a ton of areas where you're going to pick up some Starlight summons. I guess one more that I didn't call out actually is the Vortex as well. So you should be doing the Vortex on a daily basis, the kind of like clan boss, the guild boss, and you get nice rewards here. But yeah, Starlight summons is going to be one of those places. So let's go through the heroes then. Which heroes would I love to get? I've basically called one out here. I've just got my little list. I've called one out per affinity. So, you know, if you kind of want to get a sense of which ones I would love to pick up. And I've specifically focused these on season 1 because yeah, I guess a lot of people that are watching these videos are early into the game, firstly. But also, these are some of the ones that I wish I'd picked up in season 1 in terms of legendary. So let's have a look. So we're going to start off then with the fire affinity. We've got Chrysos is my pick here. He's a defense unit. He's a tank. Damn, he looks super cool as well. Look at this guy. So yeah, super good defensive unit. Okay, and in season 1, he's basically just thrived because he was, I guess he's part of one of these like wild teams, and wild teams are really good in season 1. So in terms of his skills, I can show you the detail here. So cast 3 holy fire attacks on his second skill here, dealing damage to enemies in range, and the range is good. It's solid considering he's a tank. He's going to be attracting those units to him. Also, 75% chance of dispelling one buff from targets that he hits, which is super cool as well. And he gets max HP shield to someone who's basically low on HP. And in his ult, it's a full board ult, which gives an attack penalty. So drop the attack of enemies by 50%. There's not many bosses where this isn't just like required in your team to have someone that's doing this. So it's just really cool. Dispels all enemy shields as well, and grants a max HP shield to an ally, to each ally as well. So yeah, just super cool, really good tank. So the one for Frost here, Vinyara is the one I would call out. So really good support from season 1. Super sweet visual again. Love this actually. It's one of my favorite visuals in the game, I think. Damn, really cool. Yeah, I mean, mainly in there for like Curse or the Ancient Battlefield, but we've got grants a shield equal to attack and HP. Also gives you defense up for your lowest ally. And this is the main reason why she's so good. So basically, she's got the ability to dispel all buffs from an enemy, reducing their ultimate energy by 100%, with a 100% chance of freezing them as well, and an attack penalty. I said how important attack penalties are, super important. And then, yeah, basically just like locking out abilities on enemies is really, really strong. So, yeah, one of the best ones that you could pick up. Okay, if we go on to the Necrosis end, so we've got Berengar here as my pick. Another tank, this one, insanely hard to kill. Like, really hard to kill. Very solid for, like, Fae Meander. We've got his battle skill here. Basically, casts smite, staggering smite on a target, doing necrotic damage to enemies in range. Similar sort of range to the first tank we spoke about there, the Crisis. With a 100% chance of inflicting fear for 3 seconds. Quite a good recharge summon this as well. Then dispels all debuffs from the hero. And then the ultimate, it's not a full board, but it's pretty solid. So yeah, launches Hellfire Balls, dealing some damage to enemies in range. Chance to inflict recharge speed penalty. So basically not going to get that ult back as quick. And anti-healing as well. So yeah, he's my pick for Necrosis. So this is a tough one in Radiance because Filto is like the nuke. He's the damage dealer. And damn, if I picked up a Filto, I'd be super happy with that. But I am going to call out Mithracia here, mainly because she's one of the very few champions or heroes in this game that can revive. So she's a support again. She's got a really nice heal here. So heals allies within range. It's almost a full board, and gets a stack of recovery over time. And then the ult is the full board. So she gets the resurrection to all surviving allies. So it's basically it's like a revive on death rather than a resurrection. But yeah, it grants resurrection at death to all allies for 10 seconds. At the same time, resurrects all dead as well for a lot of their health and a lot of ult energy. And then gives them debuff immunity. Like, it's such a good skill. And invisibility to ranged allies. Like, it's a nuts ult. It's one of the best ults in the game. Okay, let's go on to the lightning then. So Tamar's my pick here. She's very wise. Love this. Yeah, so really like insane control abilities with Tamar. So we've got the attack penalty again, which I said is really important. Also a good chance of dispelling a buff. So from an enemy, so very solid. The ultimate full board again, blocks buffs on the enemy. So buff prohibition here and stuns as well, which is where the control comes in. And she does a good amount of damage, which really helps us as well. So last one then in the poison group, we're going to call out Odrock here. So another support, really good. I'm personally lacking some decent supports for a bunch of different factions. So I guess I've done a bit support heavy here, but I do think they're so valuable in this game. So again, another one that puts out that attack penalty, which is really solid, whilst doing poison damage. And then he's got this full board immortality to allies. So basically, it's like, well, no one's going to die. Yeah, and so he summons his totems, grants immortality to allies, and gives them a massive heal as well, which is really, really, really cool. So yeah, look, as I say, make sure you're saving those summons now. It's coming really soon. This change is massive for the game. It's actually a really good move, and it's a sign of the guys at Dragonheir really listening to their player base as well, which is great. Yeah, if you want to get involved, don't forget you can download using my link down below in the pinned comment, or you can use a QR code. Thanks again, Dragonheir, for sponsoring the video, and I'll see you in the next one.